Hey folks, glad to have you tonight. You are watching and listening to The Audacity of Marriage with Hasani and Daniel Pettiford. Glad to have you on tonight's call. Listen, we are excited because there's so much to talk about. But before we do that, I just want to really give you some announcements about what we have going on. Number one, coming up this month, as you know, this is August, we have our Aphrodisiac Night. So if you're in the Atlanta area, we encourage you to be a part of our local chapter meeting where we're going to have a private chef come in who's going to cook up some wonderful aphrodisiacs to help married couples really spark up their sex life and incorporating something new. So you can go to coupleacademy.org, sign up for that. It's $20 per couple. It's going to be an amazing, amazing event. Just a few weeks away from launching our Power Couples University, which we're excited about. You know, I put out a post on Facebook just a couple of days ago, and I was expressing how there's so many couples who are in crisis. There's so many individuals who are leaving their homes, their spouses, their families for a different life.
Right.
There's so many people who are suffering from infidelity, communication issues, and rather than working on their marriage for whatever reason, they've decided to give up, to cave in, to quit. And we're here to let you know, if you haven't at least gone to a seminar, joined a class, even read a book, a $15 book on how to restore your relationship, you haven't done all that is possible for you to do. And we want to encourage you that when you got married, you established vows before God of what you would do, the commitment that you would make. And so Power Couples University is here to teach you and to help you and to assist you in the process of restoring that relationship. So we encourage you to sign up for that. Each class is $65. You're going to get 4 individual sessions, weekly sessions per course. And it's going to give you great foundation for your relationship. Last but not least, last announcement. In October, the 11th through the 13th, we're having our Power Couples Retreat here in Georgia. And people are signing up. We are excited about all that's going to happen. We actually have 1 space left. That's right, folks. 1 space left, so I'm excited about that. So listen, if you need this, if you're a newlywed, if you're a couple in crisis, if you're a seasoned relationship and just want to take your relationship to the next level, I highly encourage you to join the couples or the Power Couples Retreat. So go to the website once again, sign up. 1 space left. All you need is $100 down payment to get your spot, and it's just $550, which is an awesome price because it will become transformational.
Yes, it will.
And it will be a start of a new beginning for your marriage. So we're talking tonight about some relevant relationship issues because, as you know, we get all types of calls and emails on a weekly basis.
Yes. And
people are crying out. People are looking for help because they felt as if they've done all they can do and don't know where to go next. So this is a particular email that I recently got from a woman who's struggling in her marriage. And the issues that she's talking about may not be specific to you, but in a general sense, we all are going through some of these challenges. So before I can read that, let me just bring you into the conversation. Do you have anything you want to say to the people?
hello, everybody. I was into what you were saying. I want to get into this letter.
Well, great. Here's the question. My husband is an addict, and I've been to 2 meetings, or he's been to 2 meetings. She says that he's mean. He doesn't take care of the finances. He has too many dogs in the house. His mom and stepfather just laugh at him. I really need to probably get a divorce, but I'm ashamed and broke, and it costs. Just pray for me. He has no class. He cusses. He has mood swings. And people see us and ask us, where did we meet? Now, I had the privilege of speaking with this woman because she left a phone number and an email for me to contact her. And after really delving deep into this situation, we began to get to the core and the root of it all. And listen, folks, I just want to let you know that when you get married, it is very, very, very important that you take the time to really know the person that you're committing the rest of your life to. Let's just stop there because I think not enough people take the proper amount of time to embrace the 4 seasons of that successful relationship before saying I do.
That's true.
Now, if you've never heard me talk about this before, I'm going to quickly give you those seasons. Season number 1 is the dating season. That is the selection process. So when you're applying for a job, right, typically an employer will send you through a round of interviews before they make the decision to hire you. You may interview with the headhunter. You may interview with the lead manager. You may interview with the executives of the company. And then they all come together to assess you to determine, are you qualifiable for this particular position? Oftentimes when we're dating and when we're selecting who we want, we don't involve anybody in that process because we have this attitude, well, this is my life, I'm going to make my own decisions and nobody has anything to do with it. The problem is, when you are emotionally connected to that person, you may not see things that other people who are not emotionally connected can see.
Absolutely. I think that many women that I know marry men or get into relationships with men because they just don't want to be alone. They're tired of being alone, and so they're willing to make certain concessions, compromises that ultimately come back and bite them right in the behind. And this happens so many times over and over again where they get into a relationship where they knew what the problem was, they saw it right out there beforehand, people told them about it, and they walked right through the door anyway, walked right through down the aisle, got married, and then the next day they wonder why everything is falling apart. And they're looking at the same issues that they saw when they were dating.
And so oftentimes when it comes to the selection process, we base who we select on two things: physical attraction and emotional desirability. So as long as he or she looks good and can make me feel good, that is enough for us. That becomes the qualifier at that moment. Right. But even though that may be the very things required to initiate a relationship, it's not enough to maintain that relationship. And so there's got to be other things that you're considering before making somebody a life partner. Yeah. So the selection process is critical. When you think about sports, they put millions and millions and millions of dollars into the recruiting process because they want a dream team.
A lot of us don't know how to select. You know, we don't know how to select proper relationships. We get into relationships because there's certain benefits at that moment. And then when we see little things peeking their ugly heads up, we ignore them because we're thinking about the repercussions of not having that person in our life. Those repercussions or those fears that we have in the back of our head are all phantom fears. Things that didn't even happen yet, but you're already thinking up and drawing up a scenario of what's going to happen if this person is no longer in my life. You've created something phantom and made it real, and so because of that, you've ignored everything, every single sign, and went ahead and moved forward with that relationship, and it comes back.
So just as a company, a corporation would have several people interview. Listen, I've gone on jobs where literally I've been on 5 separate interviews, and I'm like, this is just ridiculous. But they wanted to know were they making the right decision. So the point is, you may want to involve people in that selection
process. And beyond that, I mean, before you go beyond the interview, they're checking your background.
Yes.
Did you really graduate from college, like you said? Do these references really know who you are? Are you really a credible person? What's your history? Most companies now check your credit. Do you steal? Do you have a background of molesting children? Do you pay your bills? People want to know, and these are the same things that you should want to know about the person that you're going to spend the rest of your life with.
Think about it. When you apply for that job, before you even get the interview, you have to go through a resume process. They're going to read your resume to see if you even qualify. Well, just as they have a job resume, sharing your job and educational experience, you need to have a relationship resume. You need to be able to have a resume where you're writing down the relationships you've been in, how long you've been in them, what was the cause of the end of that relationship. Not to say that you're physically handing over this piece of paper or resume to the next person you're going to get into a relationship with, but in essence, you want to know your own relational background so that you can learn from your own past relationships. Likewise, these are things that you need to learn from your potential partner as well. Now, some people say, listen, well, my past has nothing to do with you. And let me tell you something. When you marry somebody, you're marrying their past, their present, and their future. So it's important to have an understanding. Listen, when you apply for a mortgage to get a home, they want to know your financial history. When you go to the doctor to get a checkup, they want to know your medical history. When you're applying for a job, they want to know your job history. So if you're entering into a relationship with someone, you want to know their relational and sexual history. Please. It's important because what they did affects your present. And so obviously certain things are revealed over a process of time, but it's important to know the fundamentals before committing to a person.
And can I say, because I've come across many women that have told me that certain things they don't want to ask. They didn't ask. Even when they're in full-blown relationships, they haven't asked fundamental things. And I can't understand why you are in a relationship with somebody, even to the point of being married, and you still feel uncomfortable coming out strong on a particular issue. It's insane. You have to have an open line of communication with anybody that you're in a relationship, but definitely with the person that you're married to.
Yes. If you're in a forest and you're standing right in front of a tree, so you can see me, right in front of a tree, you can't see beyond that tree. You can't see the forest that's in front of you because you're closest to that person or that tree. But when you have a team of people who you value, who you respect, who you trust, who you admire, that can see these individuals from their own perspectives, they're able to give you sides of the story that you didn't even consider.
So it's hard to hear. It's hard to hear.
And so that's what we have to begin to do. If there's a pastor, if there's a parent, if there's a peer, whoever you trust, whoever you esteem and you value, not somebody that wants your man or your woman, not someone that secretly wants what you got, but people who are safe, okay, in your presence and amongst you in your relationship that can give you that type of wisdom. So that's the dating season. That's the selection process. But then we have the second, which is the courtship, the committed courtship. That is the getting to know you phase. Now, you can't put an amount of time on how long you should be with somebody. You can't say, well, it has to be a year or 3 years or 6 months. You know, I would say, generally speaking, we want to have enough time to really get to know, because you only know so much in that interview. And so when you get hired for that job, they put you on what? A 90-day probationary period, because they want to know, do you measure up to all that you said in that interview? So we're going to sit back and observe you. I always tell women this: when you're in a relationship and dating, always play detective but act naive. So smile up in his or her face, yeah, that's great, but you observe him from a distance. How does he treat people? How does he interact with others? How is he or she under pressure?
That's how I did.
That's how you think?
I sure did. I was checking you out. I was observing you, seeing if you had your stuff together, how you talk to people, how you handle your business. Do you know how to talk to somebody and look them in the eyes? If I took you with me to my family, could you have a conversation? Or would you be in the corner all weird and scared and making me embarrassed? I looked at all those things because those things matter to me. I wanted my husband to actually have two parents. I just wanted you to have that experience because I felt, because I didn't grow up with both my parents, that you having that dynamic in your life would help us. So I had my list, you know, and I think that there's a lot of people will come against having a list. I think that you should have a list, but I think that you should be flexible in your list, and I think you should be open to letting other people critique your list, because some lists are a bunch of foolishness.
I agree.
Okay, but definitely have a list, you know.
Absolutely. So in that committed courtship phase, when you're getting to know, do you share the same interests? Do you have similar passions? Are you walking in the same direction? The Bible says, can two walk together unless they be in agreement? And the power of agreement is critical. Now, that does not mean that you have to agree on every situation that you come across. Because in essence, I'm a man, she's a woman. We have different personalities. We're wired differently. So we come together on issues from different perspectives and go back and forth and back and forth and back and forth until we come to some resolution. So I'm not saying you have to be identical in your thinking to your partner, but in a general sense, you should be moving in the same direction. The power of agreement is important because discord has entered into relationships where people are angry, they're resentful, they argue about everything. I mean, and
I don't care if the sex is good. That has nothing to do with it. Because there are many couples that have good sex but can't get along and agree on anything.
That's very...
And so now then what happens when you go into the relationship and you done signed the contract. This is a life contract, folks. You want to be bickering and arguing about every single detail that you have to agree on in your marriage, but the sex is good? It's like useless.
It really is. And so, if anybody remembers the show from many, many years ago, when I first saw it, they were reruns. But if you've ever seen The Odd Couple, remember The Odd Couple? You had two men living in the household. One was, the neat freak. One was kind of messy. One was the corporate type. One was, he was the entrepreneur or whatever. And so they were at odds, but they found a way to make it work within that household as roommates. Right. Well, likewise, I don't care how great you and your partner get along. You're an odd couple because you are different. Yeah. And so compatibility is not being exactly like your partner. Compatibility is identifying the differences that you share with your partner and making them work for the betterment of your relationship. So if you are at odds, if you can't agree, if you can't come to terms, a couple things you can do. Number one, you can seek a marriage mentor. Now, this is critically important. I don't care how long you've been in a relationship, if it's a year, 5 years, 10 years, 20, you should find another couple who has what you want and glean from them. If they get along great, if they have great communication, if they have great romance, whatever you've identified as something that you admire, you should seek them out for that specific thing, learn from them. So when you come to an issue that you can't come to agreement on, you go to that marriage mentor and ask them for advice on how you should resolve this particular issue. I don't care how old you are or how long you've been in your marriage. Every couple needs another couple. Because if you don't have another couple, oftentimes you feel like you're on an island and you're the only one going through your situation. But when you get around other couples, you realize, wait a minute, they've gone through what I've gone through. And this is how they got out, and this is how I can get out.
I think that if the writer of that letter had actually taken the time to get a marriage counselor or a mentor, she would not have made this mistake. She married, how many times was she married?
We're going to get there, but she's been married 5 times. 5 times, and we're going to deal with that in a second.
Same issues, right, every time?
Well, I don't know if they were the same issues, but the point is she's been married multiple times and obviously divorced 4 times because the relationships just didn't work out. So what we're doing tonight is talking to you about the seasons of a successful relationship so that when you say I do, we're prepared to last forever. So let's just quickly get through it so we can get to the issues of the letter. But now the third season is what we call the engagement. That is the season of preparation. Now, what's critical about this, there's a scripture in the Bible that says, he who findeth a wife findeth a good thing and obtaineth the favor of the Lord. The question becomes, should you find your wife or do you find your wife at the altar? I say no. You don't find them at the altar. You should have found them before you got to the altar. You should have found him or her before you said I do. So the point is, you have to be a wife before you say I do. You have to be a husband before you say I do. So in the engagement process, typically that's when we get closer together, right? But typically, historically, and biblically, whenever 2 people became engaged or betrothed, they separated for a period of time and prepared themselves to be the husband and the wife that they need to be in that relationship. And so you have got to learn relational skill sets, marriage skill sets, duties, responsibilities.
Now, how do they do that? Because we're talking about what they need to do. But a lot of us are not, we don't come equipped with these skills. We don't know how to choose. We don't know how to set ourselves apart. We've never had that instruction or understand. Nobody's ever told us how to do that. You go all the way through to marriage counseling and talk and get married without really understanding how you came, how did you choose this person? You've already chosen them before you actually ask somebody to come in and give you some instruction. That's typically somebody's pastor that gives you a 2-week marriage counseling class. But you've already chosen them. Probably wrong. That's
right. And so what happens is that premarital counseling is really just something you check off on your list as you're getting married, as opposed to something you do prior to even making the decision. And so even when you go to premarital counseling, whether by a professional or a pastor or whomever, they may have the best intentions, but in essence, 4 weeks is not enough. Now, we talked about this before. You'll spend 8 months to a year preparing for your wedding day, but 3 to 4 hours in sessions preparing for your marriage. It should be, if anything, the exact opposite. You've got to really know who that person is. So how do you do that? Listen, I don't mean to plug, but that's what the Power Couples University is all about. It's giving you that foundation. Now, we got a call from a woman, I think she's in Maryland, who said, listen, I want to go to your retreat, and I want to go to the Power Couples University because I'm considering marrying someone. I said, wow, I commend you for wanting to learn if this person is the right one.
By taking it right the first time.
The right one. And I think that you have to do that. So even when you're alone and by yourself, if you're single, if you're dating and not in a committed relationship, folks, as you're watching us, listen, learn. You want to be in a relationship. Learn what it takes to be in a relationship.
I like the young man that comes to our meetup. He's single, and he said that he likes coming because he wants to get married. He wants to find a wife, and he wants to know how to do it right. So he's a single man, single eligible, coming to the Couples Academy meetup so that he can learn how to do it right.
He says, I'm a marriage-minded single. And you've got to have a mental paradigm shift if you're going from being single to being married. The problem that many of us make, and I've made this mistake, I got married, but I had a single mentality. Not to say I was doing dirt and all that, but my point is I had a single-mindedness, a single mental paradigm. So I'm thinking like a single, operating like a single, not necessarily bringing issues to my wife, making decisions, not considering her, spending money, didn't let her know, all types of things. I'm like,
well, I think most people come into relationships single-minded and self-centered because you only had to deal with yourself prior to. Prior to getting married, I had been living on my own, just doing things my way for like 5 years.
Yeah.
And then now you're in my world, and I got to actually ask you, do you agree with the color I paint the wall? We have to actually agree on the painting we hang on that wall. Like, that's a huge thing, especially for people who have been doing things without having to ask anybody for help for so long. So we have to come to a place where we learn first. Like, I think it would make it easier for couples if they actually did get that training beforehand and somebody actually told them the real deal, what really takes place in marriage and how you come together like this and then at some point you go to your individual sides because nobody taught you how to come together as one. And so everybody goes back. You're like, you abandon your friends while you're engaged. You used to hang with your girls, hang with your guy friends, and then as soon as you meet that person, you abandon everybody. It's just you and him. And then when you get married, all you're trying to do is get away from each other because you have not learned how to come together and be one. And that's where you need to start learning how to become one before you go ahead and tie the knot with somebody.
There you go. Because a marriage or relationship is spelled W-O-R-K. It's going to require work.
No, it's spelled H-A-R-D-W-O-R-K. Hard work.
That's true.
Yes.
And if you don't have that type of thinking, think about it. Marriage is the only institution that requires no training for you to take a position and just run with it. If you want to be an accountant, if you want to be an airline flight attendant or even pilot, you have to go through training. Yeah. You want to get your driver's license. You've got to go through training to get that license. A marriage license requires absolutely no training. So you bring your past hurts, your past pains, your idiosyncrasies, your inconsistencies, your contradictions, your faults and flaws, your upbringing, your past relationships, all of that mess, your hurts and pains, into this new relationship called marriage, and then you wonder why it doesn't work. Well, you weren't adequately prepared or trained to make it work. Mm-hmm. And so that's what we're about at Couples Academy, giving you that training to make the relationship work.
Right.
I'm sweating, right?
Okay.
Well, I'm passionate about what we're talking about. And so, listen, transitioning, we talked about engagement, the season of preparation, becoming who you need to be. Fourth season is marriage, and that's where we're here today, talking about the audacity of marriage and the importance of being with someone. So listen, let's get into this issue. Now, we talked about the 5 years, and we may have to do a part 2 to this because our show is only so long.
Right.
But getting to the being married 5 years, statistically, listen, it is said that first marriages, 55% of first marriages end in divorce. You get married twice, it says that divorce rate goes up to 65%. You get married 3 times, it suggests that it goes up to 75%. So, not to say if you get remarried it won't work, because there's many people who have been remarried and have phenomenal marriages. Yeah. So what is happening in between the first, the second, the third, and in this case the fourth and the fifth, that increases the percentage that it will not work? Mm-hmm. So the question is, what are you doing in your season of singleness? Mm-hmm. What are you doing when you're in of singleness? So this is what we call rerun relationships, right? If you've ever watched reruns, my favorite show is Martin. I could watch Martin all day long and enjoy the rerun. But when you're living the rerun in a relationship and you are basically, you have the same patterns, right? And so if you go from relationship to relationship, you can identify a pattern of consistency that needs to be rearranged, reevaluated in order for the next relationship to be successful.
Yeah, my heart goes out to the writer of that letter. But I think many of us find ourselves in that situation. Many people have. I just think that at some point you need to take responsibility for your own actions. I think that's the first place that you start with healing. If you can't take responsibility for your own actions in something and you're constantly pointing the finger, which it sounds like in that letter, she's like, he's this, he's that, he's this. But then we've discovered that there's been 5 marriages here. And we don't know the details of every single marriage, but what we do know is that something's happening in every single one of these marriages where they fail. So I think that taking responsibility is key. And then, understanding why. Why are you making these choices? Why have you opted to be a caretaker, to take care of somebody that is addicted to this and spends money, and you end up in the same situation over and over again. Maybe there's something in your childhood that you've never healed from that causes you to constantly seek after or attract that same man. You know, there is a law of attraction. God created it. I know that there's a whole big movement about attracting this and attracting that, and they have taken all the God out of it. But God created all the laws of the universe, because remember, God created it. So there is a law of attraction. If you're somebody that keeps finding yourself attracting the same type of person over and over again, he wears the same different outfit, he might smell a little different, but he's the same person, then and you don't like that. There's something that's going on within you that you need to identify and correct so that you stop attracting that person.
But I think what she said was, you know, she's a caretaker. And when you're a caretaker, the challenges with that is you're constantly in a position or a role where you're taking care of other people. And when you're taking care of other people, your emotional, psychological, sexual needs can never be met. It's just like a parent to a child. I have 4 children. And so, as a parent, I'm responsible for protecting them and providing for them. They can't give me, as an adult male, what I need. They can't. And so, it's almost like a setup for failure, because they can never give you what you naturally desire as a woman, as a wife. And so, playing that role works against you. And it talks, you know, goes back to what we talked about before. You know, you have makers of men and breakers of men. A breaker of men is a woman who knows how to tear a man down, beat him up, destroy his ego. You know, can make the man impotent. Not anything physically wrong, but the words you spoke just cut into him and destroy him. But then you have makers of men, those women who see men with potential, see men who are, you know, at their lowest, and will do it, will become like a rescuer, and will scoop him up from his situation, clean him up, fix him up, make him what he needs to be. Well, wait a minute, and once he gets to that level where he needs to be, he leaves. He leaves, and that typically happens. And so once again, you are left last in that situation. And so we're saying you come into a relationship to give and to love, which is a good thing, but you can falsely love someone to a fault.
It could be your own need. It could be a lack that you're trying to overcompensate for. No one took care of you. No one ever cared for you. No one ever sought after you, protected you. You never had that. And so it's something that you give. It's a love language that you offer, but that you really receive. It could be that. So that's what I'm saying, looking into why. Why have I done this 5 times? Why is this my 5th marriage? And then forgiveness. Like, you know, a lot of people beat themselves up over and over again about the decisions that they make, and they can't ever go forward because they're constantly rehearsing that thing in their head, what I did, you know, negative self-talk, and they can't get past it. And so in order to get past and move on and change your life, you need to do all 3 of those things and then forgive yourself for making those poor decisions so that you can move on to the next step, which is renewing your mind.
That's what it is. Renewing
your mind, because it's like, you know, this particular person, it seems like she probably never did have that time to get to know herself and rebuild herself between those guys. She probably fell head over heels in love with each person for one reason or another and got into that relationship without knowing them fully, without knowing herself fully, and wound up in that same situation again, never taking the time to actually take a chance to understand herself and who she was. So renewing your mind, getting in the face of God. I always say it because that's what worked for me. When I was out there, a wild child, doing my own thing, alone, nobody to answer to, making my own rules, it took for me to get down on my knees in the face of God, shutting out everybody else, and learning what God had to say about me. Who is Danielle? Who are you, and what are you here to do? And when that happened, and I was able to feel fulfilled and whole within Him, then everything else falls into place. The Bible tells you that if you seek ye first the kingdom of God, all the other things will be added unto you. And so all the things, all my desires, all my plans, all my dreams were added to me once I sat down and had communion with God. And I really don't believe to this day, if I had not had that time in my life, I don't think that I would have the life that I have or be where I'm at. I probably have more mess, be broken, disgusted, maybe on my 5th or 6th marriage. I mean, the decisions that you make when you're not connected to God, unbelievable.
So, listen, we're going to deal with those of you who are listening and watching, who are in relationships and in marriages with people who don't do right. They cheat, they lie, they deceive, they don't handle finances. They're doing all the wrong things. We're going to deal with that. And how do you operate in a relationship? Should you stay? Should you go? How should you respond? But we have to understand that every relationship is a two-way street. So what are we doing that contributes to that problem, and what changes can we make in ourselves that can change the other person? Because that's all I say. You can't change your partner. There's nothing you can do to physically change that person. The only thing you can do is change yourself.
That's right.
And when you make certain adjustments in your life, you're forcing him or her to adjust to your change, thus changing your partner.
You change your atmosphere.
Right, so you've got to look inward. The lowest common denominator in every relationship you enter into is you. And so that's the only thing that you can control.
Yeah.
Right? So if we begin to look inwardly, you know that song that says, it's me, oh Lord, standing in the need of prayer. I know that my partner has all these issues. We're going to get to that. But in the meantime, I think it's time for us to self-reflect and to see how we've contributed to that problem, or how we have such a high tolerance for the problem in behavior in a relationship and have allowed it to go on. Because sometimes we feed the issue that we have with the other person. We accommodate that issue. We cherish it. We're saying that we don't like it, but everything that we do in response to it feeds it. And so how can you starve it out, dry it up, shrivel it up, kill it, in essence, by what you choose to do within your own world? And so that's what we're talking about on, you know, the audacity of marriage.
Yes, and I want to challenge all of you. I want you to, this evening, or when you have some private time, you know, when we're constantly talking about our spouse and what he or she is doing, we're never looking at or reflecting on ourselves and what we're doing. And trust me, you're doing something too. You have issues too. None of us came here perfectly. So what I would like for you to do is go into a quiet place by yourself, say a prayer, ask God to reveal to you your issues. Many of us know what they are and have buried them under all kinds of things so that we don't acknowledge them. But I want you to ask God to bring them up to your understanding. Look in the mirror. Look at your face. Grab a little hand mirror and look at yourself in the mirror. Look at your face and hear what the Lord has to say about the issues that you need to deal with in your relationship or just within yourself.
What a powerful way to end. I hope that you've enjoyed the audacity of marriage tonight. Listen, we talk about real issues in a real way. And so we may step on toes at some, you know, every now and then, but we're doing it because we love you. We just want to give you the truth about your relationship and what you can do to make it better. Listen, we want you to stay connected with us. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter. Sign up on couplesacademy.org, just on our newsletter, so you know what we're doing. Continue to listen to the radio show, Couples Academy Radio, every Thursday at 9 o'clock. Tune in to the Audacity of Marriage every Sunday at 9 o'clock. Give yourself what you need. If you have prayer requests, if there are questions and advice that you need, you know, if you feel free with us discussing that, not identifying you, but discussing that in our programs, we will. If you want a direct message back to yourself, we will. If you need counseling, we provide that. If you need a class, we provide that. If you need a retreat, we provide that. We're trying to be everything that you need to support your marriage. We love you. We love you. We will see you next week. Thanks for tuning in to the Audacity of Marriage.
Bye-bye.